works do matter. Works do not matter to gain merit with God. Works only matter for rewards. Whether you're going to be living in a neighborhood like this, or whether you're going to be downtown, off the strip, or whatever, there's we're all not the same.
That was explained in just like you told.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So same with the Chinese. So I think that as Osgood says, the Holy Spirit moves geographically. So Paul, in the right after Acts 15, wants to go to Asia. So he goes up to, I forgot the town, and he could go right to Syria, Damascus, we can go left to Europe. And so he wants to go through Galatia, and the Holy Spirit stops him.
Yeah.
So he wants the second time. I think he tries 3 times, and he can't get to Asia. So he's forced to go left, forced to go to Thessalonica, Athens, and he's going to Europe. So Europe becomes Christian first. And they have their time. They have their time in the sun. And you go to any place in Europe, the church is sitting in the top spot in every little village. And then they got too full of themselves, and the Puritans got persecuted. I mean, the book, Fox's Book of Martyrs, is the institutional church killing people. And so then the Puritans, they go to Plymouth, 1620-ish or something, and they start going to the New World. And they started in Virginia, then they got blown north, and they started in Plymouth Rock and Massachusetts, and then we have the rise of North America of Christianity. And then after a couple hundred years, same old thing. Whether it's Roe v. Wade, or whether it's gay rights, or whatever garbage it is, God is sick. So the Spirit moves west again. We have now the rise of Asia. Korea was the first. So South Korea really boomed for the Lord, a little bit in Indonesia, and now it's China. And it's easier to talk to a Chinese Communist Party member about Jesus Christ than it is to talk to a man on the street in Boston, an American. Easier to talk to a Chinese Communist Party member about Jesus than it is to talk to an American in Boston. That's the Holy Spirit. So sharing Christ to someone from China is like trading the stock market with inside information.
That's correct.
The guy, it's incredible how things happen. It's just people bingo.
What do you think that is? I mean, it's beyond the Holy Spirit.
Well, it can be explained by curiosity about wanting things of the West. Christianity is associated with the West. They see prosperity gospel. There are any Chinese interested in prosperity. It's a combination. I really don't know, but I just know I think God is behind this. So we gotta get in sync with what God's doing in the world. Anybody that goes to China and does ministry, they come back just blown away. It's just phenomenal. Anybody, you share with anybody. So.
Is that why did I understand you correctly when you said you really focus on the communist Chinese
Exactly.
people?
It sounds like I'm kidding.
So in other words, if someone else is not of that particular thing, you're not gonna disciple them? Is that what you're saying?
No. So it's too extreme of a statement. But we all know from being in business, we have to focus. We get off the track. We have to stick to our knitting. I mean, if you're running a company, you want your employees to focus on what the
Job description is.
Yeah. So my job description is the Chinese. So I grew up in Iowa, alienated from being Chinese, coming home telling my mom I hate being a Chinese, and she would get mad at me and telling me that when the white people were in caves we were inventing silk and doing poetry or whatever. And that's not gonna help an 8-year-old kid who wants to fit in with Americans. But now, I'm so happy now that I'm Chinese, even though I really am not. I go there and I'm laughed at.
Yeah, and even though Lee focuses on, those scholars at MIT and Harvard, anyone can prey on this guy. I mean, how many times have I called you and wanted to know stuff? And I go, we've had long conversations and where did you get that? Send me that. Give me that. Gimme. I'm always gimme. And so Lee's been gracious, and I'm a Anglo
I have to say
Anglo
that.
guy.
You're not